Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. I just want to welcome you here. This is our third rally in front of the district building. And I'm so glad you're here because our group is growing. You'd be surprised. It was really tiny at first, and now it's getting a little bit bigger. I think there might be some more people hopefully showing up. Some people might have been scared away by the weather, possibly. But what I just want you to know is that I think that we are going to get traction with the more people that come in to support this. We have a passion. I think that everybody in this group right now is very passionate, feels strongly, and I think that some of our friends who are questioning what's going on in our schools right now and they're a little passive or complacent, I think that they are starting to wake up, and us continuing to do this, I think it is really helpful. I think we need to keep the momentum going. If we can commit ourselves to being here every Thursday until the board comes back, they are one of the only school boards that are keeping these board meetings on a Zoom, and they're from their homes. They're not even here, and not only that, but the whole process to even apply to speak in front of the board is very cumbersome. It is. I can't tell you how many people have said I've applied several times. They won't approve my speeches, or I submitted by the deadline and I got some letter back saying that you needed to add more. And so they're trying to discourage us from speaking up. And I found a way around that. I literally called the board secretary yesterday. She wanted me to submit my entire speech. And I'm like, that's bull. Because when somebody comes to in-person speeches, all you have to do is write down your name. You don't have to say what you're talking about, let alone provide your full speech. I mean, some of it's ad lib.
Continuing, I'm just curious, you know more than I do. I mean, there's open forum laws about when you have public meetings. Is it because of COVID that they're able to keep this lock on it?
To it.
I mean, I'm assuming that's how they're able to get away with it.
There's an amendment that said that they need to provide an online option.
Okay.
However, they have that option, but they're also now trying to say we don't have some technology to allow us to do in-person simultaneously. Well, it is total bullshit. So we are here to call out the bullshit. That's why we're here.
Set up a laptop.
This whole format that they have where we have to submit online, so I called Sandra Henderson, the board secretary, and I said, let me get this straight. Are you saying we're required? Because you send me letters saying, please send more, as if the wording is such that it's intimidating. It's like, we're not going to accept you unless you provide your whole speech. And so I called her out on it, and she goes, it's not required. We just highly recommend it for our record keeping. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you for that. And I proceeded to not submit my speech. So there you go. So if anybody thinks or is intimidated that, well, they said they want more, it's like, nope, we're good. And if you didn't get a link to submit live, you need to call Sandra and say, I mean, that's what happened to Eric last week. He was like, I haven't received a link. And I'm like, call her. Same thing. So they say they're not trying to silence us. They totally are. So we're not going to back down. And we're about ready to, okay, so here's what's going to happen. The board meeting starts in 4 minutes. What's going to happen is that I've been approved to speak tonight along with Eric and Tara and anybody, I don't know who else is here. Okay, so just the three of us have been approved that are going to present live from here. And so the whole point of us doing it here is that while we're giving our speech, you guys are back behind us silently, very, very vocally though, by your presence. Right? Yeah, you can hold up your signs, what have you. And I think that impact is powerful because anybody who views that board meeting is seeing all of us here, and we're going to keep coming back.
And you're having the public view it, and hopefully a lot of parents, right?
And I'm sorry, but here's this portion I have to bring up. The chair of this school board is Libra Ford. Libra Ford has just announced that she wants to run for Clackamas County Commissioner. Guess what? Libra Ford is derelict in her duties. by not providing this open forum for the school board. So therefore, if she can't be a good leader here in our school district, she definitely is not going to be a good leader in the county position as a commissioner. So we're here to call that out. Okay? If you guys want to just like, if you want to grab a sign or just your presence alone, but we're going to try to compact our group so that the more people they can see here, the better. And then